We always laugh and say that the city of Brockton is a big little town. Everybody knows each other. Everybody knows a lot about each other. We have an ingrained toughness about us. The city of Brockton has seen its good times, its bad times. When industry left back in the early 90s, I think we saw a huge change in the city. This was the city of Brockton. This was the city of champions. We were the largest men's shoe manufacturer in the world. As we had many more abandoned buildings, that reduces the tax base to the point where we actually had to lay off 32 firefighters in 1991. When we saw the reduction in size of our department back in the early 90s, it was very difficult. Those memories last forever, and I think that's been passed from generation to generation. What that has done is that's put us in a position to make sure our firefighters are now better at doing their jobs because they understand that things were bad back years ago, and we've been able to develop a great team environment here where people want to do better for the community, they want to do better for themselves, and they want to do better for one another.
It's unique for a city the size of Brockton to have their own peer support team to deal with mental health and substance abuse issues and things like that. The numbers, somewhere between 25 and 35% of firefighters meet the criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder. Peer support and mental health was always a taboo subject in this field. I've been here for 26 years, and that's changed. In the last 10 or 15 years, it's much more accepted. We've done an awful lot as a profession to make it better, and we've done an awful lot in the Brockton Fire Department to make it an accepted practice that if you're struggling, we're going to help you.
A firefighter has a 9% greater chance of getting cancer than the general population. So one initiative that we came up with this year is to get health screenings for all of them, that they were able to be screened for different forms of cancer. Cancer is a major killer in the Brockton Fire Department, and our greatest resource is our firefighters that go out the door every day. And caring for them is what's most important to make sure we can protect for the residents of the city.
I think what sets us apart from other departments is our emphasis on training. Personally, place a high emphasis on training because I know what it takes, and I want our young firefighters to be prepared for the real thing.
I think some of the training that we've been involved in over the years is cutting edge, moving forward, not only here in the city of Brockton, but throughout the nation and around the world.
Being on the cutting edge of public safety is very important to the department's work. With the advent of the lithium-ion batteries, it's a new technology, newer technology. It's been around a while, however, now it's in the community, everywhere.
Lithium-ion batteries have a high energy density, and when they fail violently. And they are very difficult to extinguish as well. They're unpredictable, they burn hotter and faster, and they have become extremely dangerous, unfortunately. We've gone out and done the research and training and found the best practices based on what's going on. We've educated ourselves on the problem of lithium-ion batteries and how to best mitigate that. We've obtained new equipment. We've trained our entire department on how best to handle these and keeping ourselves safe while doing so.
We have a very robust fire prevention bureau here in the city of Brockton. We train hard and strong every day. We've made over 6 rescues over ground ladders in the last 2 years. We've made multiple rescues out through the structure itself. I can actually report that over the last 3 years, we have not had one fire death here in the city of Brockton. That was not the case in years prior to that.
One of the things we ran into is we've always had the capability of doing special operations or rescue work, whatever it may be. The problem was we had all our equipment on 4 to 5 different pieces of apparatus. We took all that equipment and we consolidated it all into one piece. Besides that, we have guys that are dedicated to the rescue and they're trained up to those levels of training that you need for the special operations, the unique jobs that are associated with the rescue truck. So I think this is just one of those pieces that are gonna bring the Brockton Fire Department to the next level.
Our current facility, which is one of 6 stations, was built in 1884, and the chief in 1925 determined that we had outgrown the station and it had outgrown its usefulness, and in 2025 we're finally going to get a new building. The building itself is going to serve the firefighter. The building will be safer for the firefighters. It's going to have proper decontamination facilities for the firefighting gear, storage facilities for the fire gear, and showers for the firefighters. Consolidating the administration here in this building is going to make the department work a little bit more efficiently, allow the civilians to have one place to conduct their business. We're currently in 3 different locations where the civilian has to go to get either reports or inspections or anything like that. So co-locating all of that in one location will certainly improve the efficiency of the department.
I think one of the greatest things about our department is everybody from the chief's office to the union president to the members that are on the floor here at the firehouse, I think are all striving to get the same challenges completed, take care of certain tasks, and make sure that we keep the residents of the city safe.
We will continue to do that by always looking ahead into the future and using all the tools, equipment, funding possible to best serve our community in Brockton.